Hi, I'm Kimberley Lawson and I'm the Assistant Librarian at Queen Elizabeth Grammar School in Penrith. The book I'd like to recommend to you is The Skylarks War by Hilary Mackay. I first read this when we got a copy at school, but I loved it so much that last year, when I was fortunate enough to be at an event with Hilary Mackay, that I wanted to buy my own copy and I was able to get it signed. The Skylarks War won the Costa Children's Book Award in 2018, so it's not just me that thinks it's amazing. I'd say this book is sort of ageless in a way. If you're a keen reader in Year 6, this would be perfect for you. But I've also recommended it to students at my school of all ages, and I love it, and I'm an adult. I also think it would be a great one for parents to read aloud. The Skylarks War is about cousins Clary, Peter, and Rupert Penrose, and it's set in the first sort of 20 or so years of the 20th century. Clary and Peter live with their father in Plymouth. Their mother died just after Clary was born, and their father is this very remote, distant figure, and he really doesn't know what to do with the children, so he just leaves them in the care of the housekeeper. They have very quiet, very dull lives for most of the time. But in the summer, they catch the train and they go to Cornwall to stay with their grandparents and their cousin Rupert. Rupert's about 3 years older than Peter, and he just makes the summers magical. Clary and Peter just love him to pieces. From the moment he meets them off the train at the station with Lucy the pony, the summer is magical. And their grandparents more or less leave the three children to amuse themselves. So they swim in the sea, they scavenge on the beach, they ride Lucy the pony, and they run about on the moors, and they just have the most wonderful time. Rupert is at boarding school, and eventually Peter has to go to boarding school as well, even though he absolutely dreads it. But he makes a good friend, Simon Bonington, and soon Simon and his sister Vanessa become great friends with the Penroses. And the Boningtons are a very different sort of family. They have two loving parents, and their friendship really opens up a lot of new horizons for the Penroses, but most especially for Clary. At that time, it was quite unusual for girls to be properly educated, and Vanessa is at grammar school, and she really encourages Clary to take the entrance exam, which Clary passes with flying colours. But then just after Clary starts at school, World War One breaks out, and of course that changes everybody's lives beyond what they could possibly imagine. And if you want to know what happens to them all, then you'll have to read the book. One great thing about Hilary Mackay's writing is that she doesn't spell everything out for you. You have to really think about what's going on and work it out a bit from the clues that she gives you. I also love that this book captures that wonderful feeling of carefree summer holidays that feel like they are just going to go on forever. And even during the war, the magic of those Cornwall summers really stays with the Penroses and it keeps them going. You can't help but love the children and the great cast of supporting characters as the well-meaning neighbour Miss Vane and outspoken Mrs Morgan, the housekeeper, and Clary's inspirational and wonderful teacher Miss Fairfax. The Skylarks War is a really moving, heartwarming book, and it's full of fascinating historical details. Hilary Mackay's written lots of books for children, so if you can't get The Skylarks War, you could try one of her others. I've always really enjoyed everything of hers that I have read, but whatever you choose, I hope that you enjoy it.